That means it hasn't been receiving power this whole time.
That turns on as soon as I turn it back on.
Did we just now lose it, or?
Yeah, you took this down to 0.
Yeah, we told you that said it was running low, and then your response was to turn that off.
Yeah, because I was running out of power on this thing, so I thought that you saw the alert for 0 battery on my phone. So I didn't know you were talking about the laptop.
Is it getting power now?
Yes, it is.
Okay, so let me get a marker. I'm going to mark this. Because I think it's just that bottom port.
Because I know it's
Yeah, let's not.
Do that, then you guys do that.
Yeah.
Oh, you have the video.
Yeah. So I'll be good now.
All right, so that was a close match. Our power seemed to go out right at the moment that that Jose took the victory.
So then on my laptop, and then we put this.
I'm unable right now to figure out how to get this active again. Do you have any ideas?
Actually, you don't need to.
Okay.
And let me give it the jacket.
Next time.
No, all right. Well, we're going to end our stream here by announcing our winner, Jose. It was a good match. It was a good fight.
A good match. I think Jeremiah started off really strong. We could see that he got a defensive action. He was, going with his strategy of picking off the hand. But I think the longer the match went, Jose just kind of got to him. You could see him getting a little bit impatient. He lost a little bit of his technique and started trying to race Jose, and that's been Jose's strategy for the entire night. So when it came time to, race to the point, Jose, managed to win ahead. I also think that priority point really helped Jose.
Ooh, yeah, the priority point, and I'm going to say, if we're going to use honor to help determine points, then maybe we should look at honor in other areas, potentially being deducted in other ways. I don't know if anything rose to the occasion tonight to maybe make that the case, but certainly I just wouldn't use honor. I don't think it would have gone that way. I don't think tonight's tournament was even in honor, 2 points to 2 points, even though the honor points clearly were. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, I think the glove toss really is the last resort, and because really it should be on the fighters to recognize that their strategy isn't working and something needs to change. So if they have that many exchanges where the referees can't tell what's going on, the honor points really are to break that kind of a tie. But clearly, we had to go even further than that here and make it totally random in terms of who won the priority. I think that that happened a little bit too late in the match, and I think that really hurt Jeremiah. I think if the priority call had happened earlier, he probably could have had time to change his strategy and overcome that. But with the points being so tight, and then at the very end, it's something to be considered that we don't really want our top matches being won by a random glove toss if we can avoid it.
Yeah.
Although, the fighting did warrant that we needed to make a priority call here.
Yeah, and then both athletes continued in their own, I don't know if it was stubbornness or just their strategy of both just attacking. And even though I think Jeremiah landed a little quicker on a couple of them, there were 2 or 3 exchanges that were just thrown out with no points awarded. And I think slightly there was advantage in Jeremiah on those, but it was sloppy, and both fighters kind of were being.
Yeah, I think a lot of the hits that got thrown out, arguably, throwing them out was probably the right call, but of those, I think that there probably would have been more in favor of Jeremiah. I also think that...
Good night, Paulina.
Saying goodnight to some of our fencers here as they pack up and head out. But yeah, I do think that, Jeremiah attempted several parry riposte defensive actions, and the refs just, they gave him one of them, but the others were just, he wasn't getting called, which is unfortunate because you could see that his attempt was there to have a very technical, clean fight, and it just didn't go his way tonight.
Yeah, great matches all the way around. A really good, one thing I was impressed with Jose is that he did actually seem to have a lot of different strategies throughout the night. Like, he won his fights in different ways.
Yes, I do think Jose is a bit more on the strategy side. Like, he will play the mental game, whereas I think Jeremiah would prefer to win on the technical athletic side. And, unfortunately it didn't go Jeremiah's way tonight, but I do think that, in the long run, I think we can all appreciate a technical athlete. We can appreciate someone who has a mental game as well, but I think that in terms of it being a spectator sport, a technical athlete is usually much more engaging to watch.
Yeah, absolutely. It was a fun tournament, great matches, good sportsmanship, and a great community night.
So I think hopefully they'll be announcing the results soon, but so Jeremiah was already ranked and Jose was already ranked, but Bryan might be moving up possibly, or at least be ranked high enough to compete at the championships next month. I think also we'll see Joanna and a couple of our other competitors there, as well as some of the competitors who weren't here tonight, like Rob Chan, who is another one of our league's top fighters. So next month, December, our national championships for Lightspeed Saber League. Hopefully you will all join us.
Third in the tournament is John Lee, who earns a D rank.
John Lee moving up with a D rank, finishing third in the tournament. Congratulations, John. All around a solid tournament. I would say, honestly, it's a little bittersweet for me being back prior to COVID. Versus now, it's a different, there's definitely some faces I'm really missing that are people who I came to know as my local Irvine Lightspeed community. And a lot of those faces had shifted during the course of COVID.
Yeah, we have, I don't want to say we've lost members because that sounds like they've didn't make it through the pandemic, but there's definitely been a change in the membership. I think we've had to change locations. We've started meeting outdoors instead of in our training facility, to try and make it more friendly towards people who, at the vaccine being available, only more recently to minors. That's been an impact on the Irvine for sure, because we were really trying to grow our cadet age category, and I think we'd really started to have quite a few young fighters who were really coming along, and then when the pandemic hit and our training facility we couldn't use that, we did lose a lot of our younger fighters, which has been really unfortunate. We've also, gained new fighters though, which has been really exciting. I think a lot of people are looking for something fun to do after being in lockdown for so long in California. So, it's. I will say that I've been with Lightspeed for quite a few years now, and there's been several eras, I think, and you get some people that stick it out and they keep going, and I think the more and more that we can have people that continue forward even through hard times like the pandemic, the larger we'll grow. and that's really, the way forward is to get more people involved, get a bigger community, and, really try and make this a larger sport.
Yeah, it's growing. It's a growing sport, and I think as times are changing socially and with the pandemic, it's a good sport for people to get out. It's a naturally socially distant sport, and but yeah, it's good to see new faces. It's good to see the growth, and hopefully, as things get cyclical, some of those people who, like myself, like during COVID, I wasn't around for like the whole year and a half. So it's nice to be able to be back and help grow the community.
So it looks like things are wrapping up here. A lot of people packing up, heading out. I think we'll probably be starting the strike down process pretty soon, but we want to thank everybody for joining us tonight. We hope you all enjoyed the fights, and we hope that you'll join us again next time in a month when we have our national championships.
All right, guys, we're signing out. Have a great night, and have a wonderful weekend, and hope to see you guys at our next tournament.